You're watching Drink This Tonight, and tonight we're drinking Arak. Arak. This funky and fascinating spirit is also one of the world's oldest, dating back to at least the 1600s, which is when the Dutch sailors arrived in the East Indies, which is now known as Indonesia, on the island of Java. They discovered this spirit and then mixed it with lemons, sugar, and water to make the world's first punch bowls. Over the years, it became coveted as an essential ingredient in punch across all of the colonial world. In recent years, it's been almost forgotten, although here in the States, it's made a resurgence recently. Since 2007, it's been imported under the brand name Van Oosten Batavia Arrack, and ever since then, it's become quite popular in the cocktail scene. But what is Arak? Well, basically, it's just a distilled rice spirit that comes from Indonesia. When we were in Bali, we were able to pick up a bottle. On its own, it's hot, funky, and astringent. When you mix it together with other ingredients, then it can mellow out. We wanted to look at some of those recipes today. So here you have it. It's got this amazing carving on it. It's called Arak Bali. So we're gonna open it up for the first time and try it. I haven't ever had this kind of Arak before. Fruity, but alcoholic for sure. All right, trying this for the first time with you guys. Okay, yeah, very fruity, unusual. Not quite like rum, but it looks like rum because it's clear. Anyway, bottoms up. Ooh, baby. That actually wasn't as bad as I was expecting. Quite mild, actually. It almost tastes like it's been mellowed out like in a barrel or something. I don't think it has been aged, but it almost tastes like it has. It's got that soft, almost brown sugar flavor to it. I wonder if that comes from molasses during the distillation. Okay, so I want to compare it to my standard, the Van Oosten Batavia Arrack. I use this all the time in punch. It's really good. And this is, I remember it tasting very differently. Yeah, this is more like one of those Jamaican funky rums. It's got that kind of aroma to it. High ester Jamaican rum. Oh boy, okay, I'm having 2 shots and then we're gonna make 2 cocktails, so this might get interesting. Oh, that's so much better. I'm surprised I'm saying that because I think it's authentic, but it is, but this is better. It's just got so much more flavor packed into it. Really good. If you can't find this near you, by the way, you can get it online. Cask sells it, K&L sells it. But Van Oosten Batavia Arrack beats the Balinese Arak, hands down. The first drink that we're going to make is called a Western Passage, and I like it because it really features Arak. It puts the Arak first in the drink and lets it be the star of the show, but it's still able to balance up against the aggressive character of the Arak. It comes from a bar called Deep Ellum in Boston, Massachusetts, created by a guy named Max Toast. 1.5 ounces of Batavia Arrack, 1/2 ounce of Green Chartreuse, 1/2 ounce of Dolan Dry Vermouth, 1/2 ounce of Sweet Vermouth, a dash of orange bitters, and a dash of aromatic bitters. Okay, so we're gonna stir this. It's a stirred cocktail. Get some ice on in there and stir it up. And then you're gonna strain that bad boy into a coupe glass. Just like that. And we'll garnish with a kumquat. Kumquat on a stick. It's almost like a martini, which makes sense actually because the ingredients are martini-esque. You have a strong spirit-forward base and then vermouth along with a little bit of chartreuse and bitters. The Arak really is the star of the show here. It's bold and that signature funk really fights through the crowd there, but it's not overpowering. I really like this drink quite a bit. The next drink we're going to be making is called the 7 Seas Swizzle, which is a twist on the Queen's Park Swizzle. It comes from Nick Bennett at Porchlight in New York City. Now, I like this drink because it's an homage to the original punch recipe. So it contains arak, citrus, spice, sweet, and tea. We're going to be using a green tea infused syrup for this, so we get sweet and tea in one go. So like all Swizzles, this is going to be built in the glass. So we're going to add ice first, halfway filled. I don't have like a proper Swizzle glass, so I'm just going to use this hurricane glass and it should work just the same. First ingredient is going to be 2 ounces of arak. I'm using the good kind, which now I know is this one. Obviously don't do this with a cat on your table at home, but here, we make exceptions. Boom, shakalaka. All right, now I've got this green tea infused syrup, which is just 2 parts sugar, 1 part green tea, half an ounce of that. And then a half an ounce of lime juice. And just a couple dashes of orange bitters. Next, we're going to swizzle with a bar spoon, just like so. And then lastly, we just top it with ice to fill it up. So we're just going to garnish with a sprig of fresh mint and a Swizzle stick. Last but not least, this is a trick I learned from Smuggler's Cove, where they take a napkin, they roll it out, and then you just, snug it up around the glass like that. There you have it. Okay, let's try it. I've never had a 7 Seas Swizzle before. I've not actually made this. The first thing I noticed, of course, is the mint on the nose. Never beat up the mint, just kind of tap it nicely and you get the nice aromatic. Second thing I notice is the character, the maltiness maybe, or the fruit, whatever it is, that funkiness of the arak is very forward. But again, it's not overpowering, it's really quite nice. And then of course you have the nice balance of the sweet and the sour and the little bit of the extra oomph from the tea. I think it works really nicely. I quite like this drink. I like a Queen's Park Swizzle, but if you want a twist on that, if you want a good way to use arak, 7 Seas Swizzle. Hey guys, thanks for watching as always. And if there's any videos that you'd like to see, make sure you let us know down in the comments. If there's any arak recipes or arak bottles that I should try, please let me know as well. Sorry we haven't been able to make as many videos for you lately, but we still love you. We still love cocktails. We love sharing our love with you. So if you liked the video, please do hit that like button. And if you really liked it, then make sure to subscribe. And we will see you next time.